Hey folks, hope you're all doing well. Just wanted to continue with my reviews from the House of Montale. Today I have one of my favorite fragrances from the House of Montale, One of my favorite fragrances from the House of Montale. This fragrance over here, guys, was the one that opened the doors for me to the House of Montale. It was the first one that I ever purchased, and ever since then I've been in love with it. It's none other than Montale's Intense Cafe. Along with Intense Cafe, I'm going to be reviewing together Montale's latest edition of Intense Cafe, which is Ristretto Intense Cafe. I'll be doing my review on both of them. However, let's first start with Intense Cafe. Let's do it. So guys, as I mentioned, Intense Cafe was the very first perfume that I ever purchased from the House of Montale, and this is the one that basically got me into the house and made me explore the rest of the House of Montale. So far I own and I've smelled about 9 or 10 from the House of Montale, and then from there I moved on to Montale as well. But this fragrance here, Intense Cafe, this is the one that set it all off. So let's now move over to the notes, guys. On Montale's own website, it's only got a few notes. You're going to get coffee, rose, along with amber, vanilla, and white musk. Before we continue, guys, this fragrance over here, Montale's Ristretto Intense Cafe, on Montale Parfum's website, they in fact both contain the same notes. However, on Fragrantica, Montale's Ristretto Intense Cafe on Fragrantica changes. So this was released, Ristretto Intense Cafe was released in 2019, and the notes on Fragrantica you're going to get are Italian black coffee, French rosebuds, roasted coffee beans, other woodsy notes, vanilla pods, white musk, caramel, and amber. The reason why I decided to do both of these reviews in comparison with each other and review them at the same time is because, to my nose, guys, with all due respect, Intense Cafe and Ristretto Intense Cafe smell very similar. However, the only biggest difference to my nose is that Intense Cafe has a really nice rose note that remains prominent throughout the life of the fragrance. You get this coffee, you get the rose, and you get like this sweet, milky scent that I really like. It's like a smooth coffee. It's an amazing scent. Majority of you out there have probably already got your nose on this. If you haven't, I do recommend that you do so. Ristretto Intense Cafe, guys, to my nose, it just smells of a stronger coffee with less rose, if not any rose at all in the dry down. It's just a much more stronger black coffee. That's all it is. Now, Intense Cafe, as mentioned as I mentioned at the start, was released in 2013. And Ristretto Intense Cafe was released in 2019. To be quite frankly honest, I'm a little bit disappointed at Ristretto Intense Cafe. I think it could have been a better composition than what they made it into. I think it could have been something completely different. But in my opinion, with just being a stronger coffee, it's not that good. So I'm definitely going to give the win to Intense Cafe, which is one of my favorite fragrances from the House of Montale. Ristretto Intense Cafe. If any of you guys out there have smelled Intense Cafe and you ever wondered or thought to yourself that, hey, it smells a little bit feminine, which to some men, I've mentioned this in many reviews from the House of Montale, that when it comes to the fragrance note of rose, sometimes rose can be done in a masculine way and sometimes it can be done in a feminine way. And with some men out there, the rose can just come off to be a little bit feminine. It was the same with Intense Cafe. Some of you men out there that got your nose on it did say that they got too much of a feminine scent from it, meaning they wouldn't wear it. If you were that guy, then I definitely recommend you to check out Ristretto Intense Cafe, because the rose note is really toned down and the coffee is much more prominent and remains throughout the life of the fragrance. It's a stronger, richer, darker type coffee. To my nose, I prefer Intense Cafe. I like it, I love it, I wear it, I've received compliments throughout the years. Performance wise, both of them are the same. As for Intense Cafe, guys, just like all Montale, most Montale fragrances, you're not going to be disappointed with any of these fragrances when it comes to performance. Both Intense Cafe and Ristretto Intense Cafe have amazing, excellent, exceptional performance. I went with 4 to 6 sprays and easily got 3 to 4 hours projection. With Intense Cafe on clothes, this lasts the whole day. You're going to be able to smell it the next day as well. Amazing, beautiful scents. Not for the summer, for the cooler nights or winter months, both of these would do fine. Again, if you were ever one of those guys that thought Intense Cafe just smelled a little bit too feminine, the rose and that smooth, milky type vibe was just a little bit too feminine for you, then I would definitely recommend for you to try out Ristretto Intense Cafe, and it might differ a little bit. But as for me, as I mentioned, Intense Cafe is a beautiful scent. It's a winner. If you haven't got your nose on it, I suggest you do so. That's it from me over here, guys. Look good, smell good. That was just my quick review. I decided to do them both together because in my honest opinion, they smell exactly the same. As for the note breakdown on Fragrantica regarding all of those notes, I don't pick up on a lot of the notes mentioned in Fragrantica regarding the caramel, the Italian black coffee, and then the vanilla pods. To me, both of them smell completely identical. However, Ristretto Intense Cafe loses a lot of that rose and the coffee just remains, and it's a very strong, dark type coffee. As for Intense Cafe, you get a smooth coffee with a really strong prominent rose, like a smooth, creamy, chocolatey type of rose, which I personally enjoy. So as for the note breakdown of Fragrantica, I don't pick up all the notes. Like I said before, to me, they're both the exact same scent, and quite a big disappointment from the House of Montale to create a different version of the same fragrance 7 years later, and they kind of smell similar, except without the rose. So yeah, guys, that was my quick review over here from Look Good, Smell Good Fragrance Reviews. If you like the content, please do comment, like, and subscribe if you wish to do so. That's me from now. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you.